If you own a cafe, an office, bakery, retail shop, restaurant, really any business serving coffee, we want to work with you. And what we're building with Ridgeline Roast, this isn't going to be us spending some time for the next 5 minutes talking about why our coffee's better and yours isn't. That's not really the point here, because that's not why we built the company. Coffee is only the piece of it. I'm Z.
And I'm Drin.
And we're the guys behind Ridgeline Roast. And we're local. We're building this here. And if you work with Ridgeline, that's a pretty good chance that you're working with the people that have built the business and have been around since day one. That matters a lot to all of us. Whether you're looking to start a coffee program, get help with machine, or you want to sit down and figure out what you actually need, we want to work with you, and that matters to us.
Definitely.
Right, Drin?
We started this company with pretty much nothing to our name and bootstrapped everything. And along the way, we met amazing people that helped us grow to the size that we're at. And giving back and doing the same for our other partners means everything to us.
The more businesses we start talking to, the more we realize something. The problem usually isn't just the coffee. Running the coffee, dialing in the machine, you got the beans, and then maybe you got something else going on, like the syrups, the cups, the sugars. You're talking to like 5 different vendors, 5 different suppliers, and everything is just all over the place. And you're trying to organize your books every week. It just doesn't make sense, or it's just too hard.
Yeah.
And that's why we're trying to build our Ridgeline Roast, trying to make everything, streamline it, and simple as possible, to have one point of contact for everything all across the board. And maybe you want retail bags on the shelf, maybe you want to start a matcha lineup, maybe you want help with your marketing, maybe you want help with your menu. That's where we come in. We can come in and just guide you through all of that, right?
I mean, coffee shouldn't be the hardest thing to deal with, especially when starting off at a cafe, or even if you do have a cafe or other business. Coffee shouldn't be made hard, and all the other supplies shouldn't either, you know, like, especially when you're sourcing all these things.
I think that's like the opportunity that we saw, and we just kind of went with it, right? Like we wanted to provide something that where a lot of people, or not a lot of people, I'd say a lot of businesses kind of miscalculate, right?
Yeah.
We found that gap and we wanted to jump on it. And we wanted to become a one-stop shop where you can come to us and we can help you get through a whole coffee program from start to finish.
Sometimes it could just simply be coffee. Other times it could just be equipment. Or sometimes you could be just opening up a new location and you're just trying to figure out where everything goes. Like, there's a lot of different things when it comes to just, you know, like what could be a good coffee program, right?
Where they want to start.
And then there's equipment, right? We'll run into a lot of cafes or businesses that already have everything, but there's some cafes or businesses that still need grinders, brewers, espresso machines, barista equipment, everything in between, basically. And
the one part, what we always do too, is we come in and we like to help them calibrate the machine. You have the top of the line equipment, you have great coffee, but if it's not calibrated properly, you're not going to be serving a good cup of coffee.
yeah,
right?
exactly.
That's,
Or
I think
even
that's a very important part.
even understanding what the client needs, right? Like, if the first thing a roaster says to you isn't, hey, what drinks are you serving? You know, like, what drinks are you serving? How many drinks a day are you even making? Then, like, you're kind of doomed from the start there, right? At Ridgeline, we really want to get in depth with your business and make sure that you pick the right choice of equipment for you, right? We're not going to just throw down a giant machine that's costs you 20 grand, especially if you have like a small little cafe that probably gets only about 100 to 200 cups a day, right? Like, we really care and we want to make sure that you pick the best option for you in your case.
No, aside from the things around the coffee, the ongoing support that we do, I think there's a lot of value that we could bring as a coffee roaster, right? Things like, you know, what happens after you've ordered your coffee? What happens after you've actually put your first order in? Well, hold on, that's the part we care about the most, I would say, is after you order the first batch. That's the part we love. I mean, now you're working with us. Now that's the part where we have to show up. We have to keep the relationship going. That's the part we want the most, right? If you need your grinder calibrated, if you want your espresso machine dialed in, if you want ideas behind the menu that you're curating, if you're adding another location, we'll help you figure it out alongside you. I think that's the most important part, right, Jordan?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, we've heard so many stories about just some roasters coming into a business, throwing down a bag, and then walking out as if you weren't a real person, right? We really do care about the people that we work with. You're not just some number to us that we're gonna try to extract all the money out of your pocket and run away with it. We really do believe in actually having a real friendship behind the program that we're giving you or the coffee that we're selling you. So you'll have our personal number, you'll have our emails, you'll have our attention, right?
And there's the other side too of actually helping you serve the coffee aside from selling the coffee. I think that's also very important. That's another side that we're trying to grow in Ridgeline, is we're trying to help your customers know about the coffee that you're serving, right? Something where you just need some advice on how to grow and get more attention to the thing that you're doing at your cafe or restaurant or at your establishment. Well, if you grow, we grow too, right? I mean, that's kind of our philosophy. We're a local business. There's should be ways for both of us to benefit from one of another. There's so much, that's much more interesting to us than just putting a bag on your shelf or in your espresso or your grinder and then just calling it a day. I think we want to be there right next to you and building everything that you're doing right now.
Kind of like, there's obviously going to be the other cases of people or clients that reach out to us and they want, there obviously will be the odd case of a company coming in and they're basically looking for who can sell the cheapest coffee per pound, right? And what I would say is we're not going to be the right company for you then, right? We've always been competitive with our prices, but we're not the cheapest and we're not the most expensive, right? So if it's really a question of what can I get for the cheapest or what's my bang for buck kind of situation, then I would just say we're not the right company for you.
Yeah, this is what we're building right now. There's a link down below. There's gonna be a form. All you gotta do is just answer a few questions. We wanna get to know your business, whether it's your first cafe or multiple locations. It doesn't really matter to us. We wanna work with you. We wanna run a tasting. We wanna talk about pricing. We wanna talk about equipment. We wanna talk about all the things that we need to understand your business more and whatever makes sense for the situation. That's our job, right?
Yeah, that's where we come in. We're not just coffee roasters. We've turned into everything else. We're distributors. We're consultants, baristas at times, delivery drivers. We fit every hat in the company.
Yeah, and that's the fun part, I would say. At the end of the day, we're building Ridgeline something very simple, to make good coffee and to serve good coffee. That's our whole philosophy, really. Take care of the people, answer the phone, and just show up when we need to show up.
We really are mindful about just having that relationship.
Yeah, you don't have to figure out everything out yourselves. So just fill out the form below. We'll talk, no weird sales pitch. If there's something that makes sense for the both of us, we'll figure it out. Good coffee, real people.
Ridgeline roast.
Right?
Oh, jinx.